Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. panel live from Comic-Con 2016. We're here on day 2 of San Diego Comic-Con 2016 and we're seated inside of Ballroom 20 waiting for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. panel to begin. We're expecting quite a bit from head of Marvel TV, Jeph Loeb, and company ever since that massive cliffhanger at the end of last season. With rumors brewing about Ghost Rider joining the show, we're hoping to get some casting news and see what else the House of Ideas has up its sleeves. If you're new to how we do these, keep refreshing the page for the latest quotes live from the panel. Jeph Loeb has taken the stage. It's been 4 consecutive years that the cast has come to San Diego and it's been such an incredible ride. 66 episodes are done and they're headed to 80+. As Loeb likes to do at these events, he gets the crowd riled up by chanting. Loeb starts by reminding the audience that S.H.I.E.L.D. has moved to 10 p.m. that on ABC. Today is about saying thank you to you the fans, for everything you have done for the show, Loeb continued. And here comes Clark Gregg. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but can we do the thing ? Loeb says, no. But I promise we'll do it later! We get thank yous for much of Marvel's executive staff and around 4 ABCs as well. Introductions begin. Jeff Bell is first. Maurissa Tancheron and Jed Whedon are next. Henry Simmons, Ian Decasteker and Elizabeth Henstridge, Ming Na Wen, Chloe Bennet, and last but not least, Clark Gregg! One of the best ways to show you how we have fun. Here's a sizzle reel catching you up on where we're at, says Loeb. We see a fiery new logo for the show, wrapped in red-hot chains. Loeb begins the questioning section of the panel asking Clark what his favorite episode looking back or forward. While so many to choose from. Like when Nick Fury gave me back my favorite gun, to the cast heard round the world, and so many more, Gregg responds. Bell, a spice goodbye Henry, a spice goodbye for me. I wasn't acting in that scene, it's one of the most personal things I shot. Ian, episode 5, when Elizabeth went to another planet. I got 7 days off! Elizabeth, BP2 of season 1, when we were all drinking beer. It felt like the first time it would be a special family. Jed, I have a soft spot for the first finale. It was way too hard to make, and we had Sam Jackson for 1 day but we hadn't built the sets yet. We built the mini set, and everything then came together. And oh, well, Ian stole my favorite episode. Elizabeth was such a badass on the show and such a departure from anything we've ever done. Ming, I always have a really difficult time with these questions. For me it's about the moments in the process of bringing the show together. Everything from the table read to the madness of putting the show together, then to the green screening, and so much more. It's the whole process that I love. It's hard to pinpoint a moment, except for maybe getting hired for the show. Chloe, what Ming said. The big daisy/high fight was really emotional for me. Also flying in the car. Jeff Bell takes a second to give Brett Dalton a round of applause for being a huge part of the show. Here comes a blooper reel! I am trying to remember what it was like at the very beginning. Loeb continues. He asks Ian, and he doesn't to answer. Liz doesn't want to answer the question either. Loeb has Ian and Elizabeth's audition and we're about to watch it. The clip shows off how perfectly Ian and Elizabeth were for their roles. Loeb throws a question to the producers about why they were a great fit and Imbo answers first. The scene was a moment from the season 1 finale, and because the audition went so well they needed to stick it in the show. Clark raises his hand because he has a question. "Can't we do the thing? We have a lot more to do, but I promise we will," Loeb answers. Now we're seeing the scene of Chloe and Brett Dalton, directed by Joss Whedon. Chloe wasn't even cast yet! It's the scene where Skye was tasked with learning about being a new agent, having to memorize details of her fake marriage with Grant.Q&A time! Q. What personally was the hardest episode or scene to film and why? Hey, first, Jeph Bell. Some of the stuff Elizabeth shot where she actually got heat stroke and also had to kiss Ian.Q. What is it like being a part of the Marvel universe that has affected people all over the world? Hey, Loeb throws it to Clark. It was really cool to see Marvel take over the movie world with Iron Man. As a fanboy, to be able to watch that was incredible. Then to see Thor, and then have it all come together in Avengers was incredible. But then to have them kill Coulson, then bring him back, surrounded by this new family with 66 hours of TV filmed, was remarkable. To feel like you are a part of one giant story, and to have it mean something to a fan like you is a great gift. Q. Were you surprised by the fandom around the strong female characters from the show? A. Loeb throws it to Ming. It's a tremendous honor, because as a mom and to have fans young and old, it's an incredible experience to play a strong female character. Marvel does it in such an extraordinary way with characters like Skye and Simmons. I cannot tell you that whenever I go to these cons and having the feedback is the perk of a job, but I am truly enamored with a job that allows a connection with fans. I'm not a doctor, a policewoman, or someone who is truly a hero, but it's such a tremendous experience. Q. Are Bobby and Hunter returning since Marvel's Most Wanted didn't get picked up? Hey, that's classified, says Loeb. Jed says keep watching. Q. Why did you have the feeling to kill Ward and Lincoln? This question came from a young fan who won the crowd over. We've never regretted it more than right now, joked Jed. Sometimes stories have to be sad and happy. We love those actors and characters very much, but we needed to do what we did to move the story forward. We're really sorry. Loeb says there might be new surprises that will make him even happier. Q. Should we prepare for a new love interest for Daisy now that her former loves have died? A. Clark jokes that nobody wants to take a role because everyone keeps dying. Jed says prepare for one. She's rattled from what happened, but to prepare. Q. Could we see any footage from season 4? A. Loeb plays coy, and Clark says, let's see the thing. Incoming, here comes the thing! It's the SHIELD logo, burning red hot. and a skull on fire. Vengeance comes this fall and we're done! Developing